In Bruce Malenia's New Testament world, we find some insights from a cultural perspective of the New Testament era. So in order to properly apply this passage of Scripture, we must first take a few seconds to identify the concept of a limited good society. At verse 13 of Mark chapter 12, we tune into Jesus entertaining the scribes, Pharisees, and the Sadducees. Y'all know them, right? Now, while I could preach a whole sermon just on them right there, we need to understand that this crew during that day was just a group of religious leaders during that time. Now, every now and then, everybody wants to give the Pharisees a hard time, but in actuality, they were just stagnated by tradition. They sought to fulfill the law, so much such that they was doing everything in their power to prevent Jesus, to trap him, to arrest him. But when actuality, he was standing right there. Let me stop just for one moment. How bad is it when the religious leaders are too busy fulfilling laws and traditions that they miss Jesus?
When the jailer woke up and they saw the prison doors wide open, he assumed that the prisoners had escaped. And you know, he got nervous, got real nervous, because he knew he was sleeping on the job. Total grace, some of us are sleeping on the job. Some of us got some real good talent, and we out there sleeping on the job.
They learned how to trust God in the wilderness. They were walking with Mama, and they saw Mama when there was no food in the house. But then Mama began to pray. They saw when God rained down manna from on high, because those children had been in the wilderness. They were part of a new generation, and they were ready to take the promised land because those children had been raised, and they knew how to jail and do what God told them to do because they knew how to trust him in faith, because they know how to walk in the wilderness.
God, worshiping and coming in here that you miss Jesus completely. You're on the usher board, you're on the choir board, you every time the church opens, you're here, but you miss Jesus.
You don't have to kill yourself. We all here. Pastor, we all here. And we all in this together. And see, sometimes if you don't know what to do, it's okay. Just do something. Just start somewhere. And you can start with prayer. When you don't know what to do, you say, God, you give me what you want me to do.
And what Moses was telling the children of Israel is, he said, now be careful. You're getting ready to come out. You're getting ready to walk in the promise. You're getting ready to dwell in your harvest. But I need you not to forget what happened in the wilderness.
The real widow, left all alone, has put her hope in God. The real widow. That also suggests that there's some fake ones out there too. But the real widow left all. How many of y'all felt like sometimes you just feel all alone? Got nowhere to turn to. You feel all, but the real widow all alone has what? Put her faith in man? No, put her hope in God.
In order to learn that stuff, you need to spend some time alone with the Lord. You wonder why in your wilderness it seems like God has cut you off from some people. He's cut you off from some things. You're like, how did I get here by myself? It just seems like, Lord, when I need somebody to talk to, everybody else is gone. He said, but I need you to spend some time alone with me because there's some things I need you to learn, and you can only learn them through me. But not only is there some stuff you need to learn, there's some stuff you need to unlearn. And you can only unlearn what you need to unlearn when you spend time with the Lord. You know that foolishness that you have picked up along the way.
In God, but she continued to pray. You can't just hope and then put nothing on it. That's like putting no gas in a car, starting and expecting it to go. You can't have all your hope and dependence and not pray.